Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and it is Amo Tierra here, back again. So if you are new here, please subscribe. If you're coming back from my last video, thank you for tuning in again. And today for you guys, I will be installing this Butta unit number 3 and the color 1B for you guys. I'll be showing you how I did this step by step. So if you want to see it, please continue to watch the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So this right now is just me showing you guys our bonnet and also the wig and the packaging. So I will be taking it out of the packaging and showing you guys how it looks. So here is the construction of the wig. It is a T-part wig, guys. Prior to filming, I did decide to wash my hair and braid it down. I did it in 6 braids to the back, and I also used some edge control to slick my edges back. And now you just see me wiping alcohol to get all the oils from the parameters of my head. So now I'm going to take this ball cap here and put it on my head. Next, you're going to want to cut your ear tabs off before you do anything else. So you want to cut a small hole and weave your ear through. So this is just me trying to get an idea of how the wig would look when it's on my head. I didn't really like how it looked straight out the package, but towards the end when I was playing through the hair and when it was finally installed, I did like the turnout. So now I'm going to take my Got to Be spray and spray down my wig cap. So I'm going to do this by sections. I am doing the right side first, then the middle, and then the left side. So just as I am in the video. I'm going to, for a second time, spray the Got to Be on all 3 sections at the same time. So just spraying it all over and then blow drying it one more good time. This is the edge control that I used earlier to slick back my hair. Now once my hair is all dry, I'm going to take the scissors and cut off my ears, the middle, and then the ears of my other side. And I want to do this kind of fastly because I don't want too much tension to be pulling the wig cap for it to like slide all the way back or something like that. You also want to make sure that you're cutting as close to your hairline as you can get. So you're going to see me scratching up some of the wig cap with my nails because the glue was a little farther down than I wanted it. But if you do come across the same issue, you can just use your nail or even the scissors, the other end, to like lift it up, as you can see I'm doing right now. Now that I cut the wig cap, I am also going to put the wig on my head before I do anything else. But first, I'm going to cut off what I just showed you guys, whatever that is. Because honestly, I feel like I don't need it. But you can totally leave it there. But I'm going to cut that off and then put the wig on my head to see if I cut enough of the lace off. Just measuring it and seeing where I want to put it. And also, I want you to look closely at this part right here, where I am making sure that there's no lace shown above the hairline, which that was. So now I'm going to peel that back and cut it off. Now I'm going to take the wig again and put it on my head, and just to make sure that I've cut all the excess cap off. So yep, I checked the spot again and it's all good. So yep, just do that, make sure it's all good. And you can probably play with it a little bit like I am, LOL. Now I'm going to take that loose wig cap that's in the back, tie it up and tuck it in so it doesn't hang out the wig or anything like that. Now I'm going to take my makeup and apply it to my cap. I'm going to take first my Ruby Kisses powder, and I believe that was the shade 11, and I'm going to rub it in. And I do mix my powders just to try to get as close to my skin tone as possible. I do believe though that you only can use one that will match your skin tone, but because of me, for some reason I go in with 2 different ones. So yeah. This is me going in then with the Red by Kiss in the shade, I believe, lightest brown, something like that. I'm sorry guys, I don't really know what shade it was, but if you replay the video, you'll see. Now that I am done rubbing the makeup on, I am going to take alcohol and a paper towel to rub the excess both glue and makeup off the perimeters of my head. Now make sure you're being gentle with this part because you don't want to accidentally rub too much and then the wig cap starts sliding back. So just be mindful and careful. So now I am going to take my bow hold and do 1 layer to like lay down the cap, like those edges that are still like peeking up, to lay those down. I am going to start with the right side of my head first, and I'm also going to take the end of my razor to kind of smush it, like spread it out more so, and also like laying that cap down like I said. And all the products will be linked down below. I will try to find an Amazon link for all of them. If not, I will find the beauty supply store link. So after I put that first layer down, I just let it like do its own thing, kind of air dry, but it's not really drying all the way. And during this time, I'm just going to take the makeup and apply it to the inside of the wig to kind of tint it. Now you guys can use a wig tint spray, or you can just use the same powder that you used for your wig cap, like I am. Now this part you do not have to do, but those little combs right there that's in the front near the lace, I cut those off because sometimes they irritate me when the wig is on. But you do not have to totally do this. Now I am adjusting the wig to make sure that it is going to be tight on my head. So I'm going to use those little things that's all the way in the back of the wig, near the combs in the back, to adjust it to fit my head. Now I'm placing the wig on my head, but I am not pulling it down to where the glue is at, just putting it on my head so it can already be there. So when it's time to put that second layer and pull the glue down, I can. Do not do what I just did, because your wig may accidentally end up sticking to the glue when you're not even ready to stick it down. But now I'm going in with the second layer of glue, and I'm doing it just like I did it before, and I'm also just letting the glue air dry, honestly. Now I'm going to take the hair tag that came with the wig and just use that to dry the glue. Now don't dry the glue all the way, but once it's like tacky, I'm going to cut it into 3 sections before I glue it down. And I'm going to not glue it down, but put the wig down on the glue. I'm going to take the middle section first and then do, I believe, the right side and then the left side, but it doesn't really matter. Just do the middle first. Now I'm going to take that comb to press the wig down into the glue. As you can see, just comb it just like that, so it can be really, really glued to your head. Now I'm going to take a claw clip and claw clip the hair out the way so I can take my lace band and tie my lace band on. So guys, my lace band is not dirty. It's just every time I wash it, the makeup is not going to come out of it. So, and I do my wigs a lot. So yes. I just want to take a moment to show y'all my new combs and how they kind of match my shirt. So after putting my lace band on for only 5 minutes, yes, 5 minutes, I take that off and you're about to see me pluck the hair. And I did not pluck the wig prior to putting it on my head. I didn't do anything but take it right out the pack. So you're finna see me with the tweezers just plucking the hairline to give it a more natural look. And I'm gonna do this with each section, so yes. Now after plucking, I'm going to pick up my razor and I want you guys to pay close attention on how I'm cutting with the razor. I am kind of, laying it on the top of it and I'm pulling the lace as I'm cutting it so it can create like a ridged cut, not a like straight across cut. I don't know how to explain it, but you don't want it to be a clean cut. You don't want it to be a clean cut at all. So even if you have to, I don't know, zigzag it a little bit, that's kind of what you want to do. And you guys can do the ear tabs with scissors, but I just decided to do the razor. But do be careful, because I could have cut my ear right there. So yeah. Now I'm going to take some paper towel and alcohol again and just rub my perimeters again with the alcohol and the paper towel. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to take my powder that I use for my to put inside of my wig and also on my wig cap. I'm going to take that and I'm just going to try to get rid of that white cast by putting a little makeup on there. But what's really going to do the work is when you take the Got2b spray and put it on there. But I'm going to show you guys that after this makeup part. Now I'm picking back up the Got2b and I'm going to spray it on my finger and then press it into the lace. You guys see that already? Look bomb. So you're going to take the spray it on your finger, and then place it on the lace. Just like that. So I'm going to take that same tag from the wig and kind of dry the glue. Not all the way, just a little bit. And take my lace band again and tie it up. And then I'm going to let that sit for another like 5 minutes. Guys, my necklace in this tying process was so annoying. I think I'll see the necklace just hanging and it just came out. And after the video, my necklace actually broke. So, yeah. Now it is time to remove the lace band, and y'all, it looks so much better. The white cast is kind of gone. Well, I think it's gone. And now I'm going to take one of my combs, and I was fishing for this specific comb and I could not find it, but eventually I did. And I'm just going to pull out some edges. So you're just going to see me I'm kind of showing you guys what it looks like with no edges before I add edges. So I just kind of lazily did that. Like I didn't put no effort into it because I knew I wanted to add edges. So yeah. Now you guys are about to see me add edges to the wig. Now during this process, you do want to try not to pull too much hair out for the edges. You want to keep it as thin as possible, but not too thin. But you don't want it too thick. So be careful not to pull out too much hair. You're going to see me pick up the tweezers to pluck a little here to make it a little more natural looking. Wherever I parted the edges to be, I want to pluck there as well. So not only am I going to pluck right there, but I'm going to pluck the actual hair that I pulled out for the edges. Not to thin it out, but to give it a more natural look, as natural as I can be with this wig. It is a T part, so you don't have much space to work with. So you have to also be mindful of that too. You want to avoid over plucking. Now I'm going to take the scissors to cut the baby hairs. Now you want to try not to cut too high now. I did cut too high on that side. So, yeah. And when you're cutting what's the ear part again? I forgot what it's called, guys. Well, we're going to call it the ear part today. You're going to want to cut right under your ear. And then the second cut I did for the other edge on the other side was the right length it should be. So yeah, y'all also noticed that my wig wasn't quite in the middle. Try to put your wig as close to the middle as you can, especially when it's a T-part wig, because that can be difficult to fix. But with some makeup later on in the video, I did fix that. So yeah, now I'm taking my my edge flat iron, I guess. That's the only thing I use it for, and I'm just going to curl the edges up in the sideburns. Okay, that's what it's called, guys, sideburns. I'm going to curl the sideburns down and the actual edges up. As you can see, it is going to be kind of difficult unless you have a smaller flat iron than I did, because that, even though it's small, it's still kind of big. So I couldn't really get the curl how I wanted it to be, but it's all fine. It still turned out well in the end. Now you're gonna see me take the even spray, and this is the spray I love to use for my edges because it is very fast drying. And let me tell you guys, you have to work fast with it because it dries so fast. So as soon as you spray, you need to be swooping it over and making sure you got it in place, because it's gonna dry up by the snap of a finger. So yeah, but that's why I love it though, because it dries up and then your edges is just laid like that. Now I'm going to take this like kind of eyebrow arching brush, and I am going to use that same powder that you guys saw me using earlier and just kind of go in and try to rub it into where I have put the parts at. And then you see me now taking down the hair, finger combing it, trying to give it a little volume. However, I did not use a brush or a comb at all. Now I'm going to take my slick stick, and I'm going to also take my hot comb, and I am going to kind of hot comb my hair back, just so it can kind of fall in my face a little bit a certain way. So you're going to see me angle the hot comb a certain way. Just pay attention to how I do it, I guess. I do have my hot comb on the highest heat, which I believe is 410. So yeah, I did put it at the highest heat, and with my little flat irons, I did have it at the highest heat as well. But I recommend you guys to put it at the lowest heat. Start off with the lowest heat first, then make your way up. So now I'm just going to enhance that middle part with this foundation I have. And I'm going to start at the back. Always start at the back, guys, with any like foundation. Start at the back, or any concealer, or you can use the powder as well, but start in the back to see if you really want to use that shade for the middle part. And guys, I'm going to use like the other side of the brush to kind of like, I want to say shade it in or fade it in, so it doesn't just look like one line of makeup. I want it to look like my scalp. So yeah. So this is me just going back in with the hot comb, just going over those areas again, the middle and the sides as well. Just going over those again, making sure they look the way I would like for them to look. So yeah. So now I'm just playing with the hair again. I am finger combing it. I am not using an actual comb, and yeah, I'm just playing with it, seeing if I really liked it. And guys, I loved it. And I felt like it was so cute compared to the curls I have in my profile picture. That was also a butter lace unit that was really big, and I liked how this one was kind of more relaxed. So guys, this is the finished look, and I loved it. This is so cute. I love it so much. I feel like this is definitely giving vacation vibes. Like, you can most definitely go out on a vacation, and I just love how natural it looked, and it was so cute in the end. So thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.